What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today comes from the Flying Bison Brewing Company, and they're out of Buffalo, New York, and this is their Paula's Peanut Stick Porter. So this is an Imperial Porter that is brewed with peanuts and vanilla, comes in at 8% alcohol by volume, 30 IBUs in the time of review. I don't know exactly how old this bottle is, but this one was released in the past couple of weeks, so this bottle is no older than 1 month old and probably right around 2.5, 3 weeks old. So Flying Bison decided to do a collaboration with Paula's Donuts. Now, Paula's Donuts in the Western New York area, one of the best donut places you'll ever try, probably, certainly here in the Western New York area. And their donuts are just like humongous. They're huge. And apparently they want to do collab, or Flying Bison want to do a collab with Paula's because they have a new location, and it's actually 4 doors down from the Flying Bison Brewing Company location in downtown Buffalo. So they decided to collab, and they wanted to make a beer that kind of was, a replication of their peanut stick porter, but in a beer form. And here we are. Now on the label, it says porter with natural and artificial flavors. It does say that it is brewed with peanuts and vanilla on their Facebook page. And so we're just going to go with that. I mean, they could be using vanilla extract or peanut extract or whatever. Probably the case, but that's what they're going for. They're going for a peanut stick porter in beer form. And yeah, I want to get into it. So let's crack this one open. Yeah, 8% Imperial Porter with peanuts and vanilla. Sign me up. I'm down to try it. Probably should have grabbed up like a Paula peanut stick and fucking did a comparison, right? Or I should say a pairing. Like my buddy Peter over at the Clueless Drinker, good friend of mine, fellow BeerTuber. He likes to do the pairings a lot of times. He does donuts with beers. He's done other stuff. But yeah, I should have done that. But you know what? I'm a terrible BeerTuber, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing most of the time. All right, so poured into the Big Ditch Tiku because why not? And that's pretty much pitch black. It was a little bit of more of like a dark brown in the pour, but yeah, pitch black in the glass. About a half finger of this light brown colored, creamy colored looking head. Looks creamy colored? Look head, no. It's a light brown head, but it looks creamy in the glass. Looks nice. Let's get a nose. Definitely getting a peanut vibe. You know what? It's crazy. It kind of smells like if you've ever had a peanut stick or like a peanut donut and you smell it, it doesn't smell exactly like, it's not peanut butter. It smells more like just regular peanuts because that's what's on there. And this smells more peanuts than peanut butter. Definitely getting it. It's like, and I'm getting a little bit of like a donut vibe too, like a cakey, just doughy malt vibe. There's chocolate. Man, that peanut character is crazy. Yeah, it smells like a peanut donut. That's what it smells like. It smells like if you ever smelled the donut. That's 100%. Not really picking up any vanilla, touch of chocolate in here. Roasted malt, but that peanut character is fantastic. I like that. Yeah, not much more to say other than it smells kind of like a peanut donut. Let's get into it, or a peanut stick, so to speak. Cheers. So the nose was way better than the taste. That peanut stick or peanut donut character was fantastic in the nose. In the taste, it's there, very subtle. I get more of an Imperial Porter vibe to this one. Chocolate, roasted malt, touch of coffee. That peanut comes in like halfway through, and it is more of a peanut than a peanut butter, which again, they're going for a peanut stick. Donut, so that makes sense. But it's in the nose, it was more authentic. It smelled more like the actual peanut stick than it does in the taste, and taste is just like peanuts. Touch of vanilla. Finishes semi-dry. Touch of residual sweetness, but this is not a crazy sweet beer. A little bit of bitterness. So a peanut stick porter, this is where I guess it will differ for a lot of people. If you're going to tell me this is a peanut stick porter, I want more of like the peanut stick in here. Like I want that nose, I want to carry over to the taste because, you're doing a collab with a donut place. I want more of that like desserty, donut-y vibe in this one. And this one is drinking more as an Imperial Porter with nuances and hints of that peanut stick, which is fine. Depends on what you want. For me, I want more of like a dessert beer. Some people will probably enjoy this from the fact that it isn't too sweet. It's not too much of a dessert beer or a pastry beer. This is not a pastry porter. but I want that. I think I want more of a pastry porter vibe to this one. So I'm a little let down from that aspect, but that is a personal preference, just like all of my reviews are. So you might drink this one and be like, I love the fact that it's Imperial Porter with like nuanced hints of that. For me, I want more of a sweeter beer. Body on this one is about lower side of medium to medium body, 8%, bit thin, whatever. Porters are usually a little bit thinner, even Imperial Porters. Mouthfeel on this one, a decent carbonation to it, has a nice smoothness to it. I think the body and mouthfeel, even though it's a bit thin, it's okay for what they're going for. This, you can probably tell I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't want to say I had high expectations for this beer, but I was really pumped up to try this one. Here's the thing. It's a good beer. I enjoy it. It's tasty. Nothing wrong with it. But my preference would be that I want this more to the pastry side of things. So I think I'd want to see more sweetness in this, and I want to see more of that peanut character on the nose carrying over to the taste. As is, it's a good beer, but it's not as good as it could be for me personally. So our rating on Paula's Peanut Stick Porter from Flying Bison, I'm going to give it a solid 3.75 out of 5 because I think it's good. I like the Imperial Porter base. I think this is a pretty great base. If they bumped up maybe the body a little bit, it would be actually damn good, like great. Honestly, this base is really good. But I want to see a little bit more influence of who they're collabing with. And if you've ever had a peanut stick porter from Paula's, you know they're delicious. If you've had any really donut from Paula's, you know they're delicious. But I think the nose set me up a little bit for disappointment because in the nose, I'm like, that smells like a peanut stick, for a peanut stick in general. From Paula's, whatever, sure. But it smells like a peanut stick or a peanut donut in general. And then the taste let me down a little bit. It happened. And it happens quite a bit. Whatever. What are you going to do? Yeah, 3.75 out of 5 for Paula's Peanut Stick Porter from Flying Bison. Price and availability, I don't remember what I paid for this one. It definitely came in 6-packs. It's Flying Bison, so I'd imagine this was probably not much more than like 12, 13 bucks a 6-pack. For an 8% Imperial Porter with peanuts and vanilla in it, $2.50 a bottle, sure. Even if this is $3 a bottle, like I'm trying to think off the top of my head how much this was. Even if this was like around 15 bucks, you're talking about an 8%, you know, basically 8% adjunct Imperial Porter. $3 or less a bottle is a pretty good price. So I think the price point of this one is good. Availability, Western New York. If you live in Western New York, you can get Flying Bison, then you should be able to pick this one up. They had this available at Wegmans. They had it available at Consumers Beverages, all your local bottle shops. So if you're in Western New York, you can definitely grab this one. If you're outside of Western New York, I don't know. I don't know how far Flying Bison gets downstate or to the southern tier, but if you do see Flying Bison stuff regularly, you should see this one. But again, I'm a bit disappointed from the aspect that this is Paula's Peanut Stick Porter, and what I'm getting is a good Imperial Porter with hints of like peanuts, and that's pretty much it. Really not getting the vanilla too much in this one too, but I don't really care about the vanilla aspect. I wanted the peanut aspect, and it was a little bit underwhelming in the taste. I just, you know, when you smell something that smells so delightful and you just can't get over it, and then you drink it and you're like, man, why didn't that carry over? That is this beer in a nutshell. See what I did there? Yeah, I'm going to shut it down because that was terrible. Anyway, if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another Western New York Wednesday. Be on the lookout next week for another installment. And until then, oh yeah, wait, 8%? No. Let me go back real quick. No, not on the palate, not even in the chest or in the stomach. So props to them for a deceptively drinkable beer at 8%. I'm really not getting any astringency from the alcohol, so 8%, drink a couple of these, you're on your ass. And yeah, it's like I said, it's still a good beer. I still will enjoy the rest of this bottle. Just a little bit disappointing, but at 8%, they do hide the alcohol well. So now we're going to take off. Cheers.